Hi, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Nicole.
And this is
Life with
Twins. Bump date.
Bump date.
So how many weeks are you now?
I am 30 weeks.
You're 30 weeks.
Oh, we made it out of the 20s.
But by the time this posts, you'll be 30 weeks. 31
I'll be
weeks.
31.
Okay, so on the day this comes out, is what we should have said, she will be 31 weeks pregnant, which means we are about 8 to 9 weeks away from the boys actually being here.
No.
What?
What's 31 plus 8?
39? What's wrong with that? They come at 39?
38.
Okay, so they'll be here in less time than that because I don't want to get into the math.
You subtract 1. That's too much math for you right now. Okay,
So, needless to
anyways.
say, we will have some twin boys living in this house that are ours, not someone else's,
Yes,
that Nicole
our
gave
twin boys.
birth to in a couple of weeks. So, how are you doing? What's going on this week?
Let's see. What has happened?
There's been a pandemic, if anybody hasn't heard about that. So,
well, that continues to happen in this pregnancy. So that's lovely. I'm now seeing the doctor every 2 weeks. So I think last episode we talked about my growth ultrasound and my doctor's appointment then. Since then, I've had another doctor's appointment. No ultrasound. I have an ultrasound next week. She measured my belly. It's quite large.
How large is it?
So at the time that I had my doctor's appointment, I was just a little shy of 30 weeks. And my belly was measuring 36 and a half weeks.
What does that mean, though?
That means my uterus is the size of 36 and a half weeks. That would be for a singleton.
Well, is that okay for a single baby?
Yeah.
A single baby.
So it's normal. I mean, when I had my appointment, I was telling her, like, you know, I'm contracting, but it's more than just the tightening because I've been having tightening since like 23 weeks. But I started noticing that in the last like 2 weeks, it's been a little bit more painful. Not like painful where I'm like, ouch, 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 like grasping onto things. It's just like, ooh, okay. Like, yeah, I noticed that that's tight, but it also has a little bit of pain associated with it. And so I was telling my doctor that, and she was like, well, I would imagine that your belly is measuring about 35 weeks. So, I mean, your uterus is, you know, that size. And so it'd probably be normal for you to have those, she didn't say probably. She's like, it's normal for you to have pain with those contractions. And then she measures it and she's like, yeah, 36 and a half weeks. And I'm like, oh my God. I essentially have a term looking belly and I'm 30 weeks pregnant.
But she's only showing it in her face.
Yes.
Just kidding. That's an inside joke. I think she looks really great, but you really can't.
My face looks pregnant.
But you really can't tell that she's pregnant when she's, you know, when you're looking at her behind.
People have told me that I'm all belly, so I greatly appreciate that. Those people are my best friends. If anybody wants to tell me that I'm all belly, I will love you forever because I feel like more than that. You guys should see my feet. But not really.
That's like the number one thing that's been different this week is the fact that like you cannot be on your feet for very long because your feet are just swelling.
And even just sitting here to shoot this episode, I can tell that they're like getting swollen.
Just by sitting.
Because
they need to be elevated.
Because it's flowing down.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it was great because she has these compression socks on for work, and she was like, "Can you help me take them off?" And I was like, yeah.
I could not take them off because they're tight and
so we
the end of the day.
Pull them off after the end of a long work day, and they have little llamas on them, and they were just...
long work day. We're in a pandemic, so right now my work days are consistent of being in a factory assembling face shields where I sit down all day. So it's not nearly the type of long as nursing, but it was still 12 hours.
Yeah, but it's like Chinese workers. It's fine. Like
yes,
you know what they're like.
I definitely do feel like a slave worker.
Yeah, slave wages. No, but yeah, and so that's exactly like it's been like really crazy for you.
Yeah.
That's been the big one that I've noticed this week. The other big one is she's definitely got baby brain where she's just like saying like weird things. And then also like I don't understand what it is, but like her like hands are messed up when it comes to like when her hands to mouth, like she just spills everything everywhere. Gosh. She's had like 3 bowls of cereal and somehow you can't blame this on the belly because it's just like going to her mouth. It just like falls everywhere and I'm just watching her eat and it's like, why is there milk all over when you're just eating like this? So that's been the 2 biggest things this week.
Yeah. I was like pouring milk into my bowl of cereal and I got it all over the counter. Like, I don't even know. Oh, yeah. My train of thought is terrible sometimes.
I'm like, I'm the dumb one in this relationship. This cannot be happening. This is not good.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
Very forgetful. My hand-mouth coordination is non-existent. My feet are swollen. Back to the compression socks. When he was taking my compression socks off, I was wearing llama compression socks, and I had literally had imprints of llamas on my legs.
And the great thing is she just, in a sense, looks like Peter Griffin at this point because her belly is so big and it just like goes over everything. So she walks around the house without wearing clothes. And I'm like, can you put some clothes on? The neighbors are going to see you. She's just like, I don't care. I don't care at this point. Luckily, her belly kind of covers everything. So we're good there.
Yeah, and it's like to the point where it's like, well, we're in a pandemic, so it doesn't matter like what I wear. So a lot of the clothes that I do wear don't fit my belly very well, and so I do feel like Pooh Bear where your belly's like showing and your shirt's like up to your belly button, and I'm just like, whatever, it's just you and me.
Yeah.
Another thing this week is we're just like really starting to prep for the babies, so trying to write a list of things that we're gonna need so we don't have to like go out of the house. So trying to be stocked up on everything. Trying to get our go bag ready. Yeah. Anthony's been trying to have me get that ready for a really long time.
I've been trying to get her to buy diapers because she thinks that people are just going to bring us a bunch, and I know they will. But my point is we still are going to need to have a lot more diapers.
Yeah, I know. 2 babies are going to have a lot of diapers.
The nice thing is the boys' room is coming together really well.
Yes, we essentially have the nursery done. There's only a few little like miscellaneous things that we needed to do to get it ready. This week was really sad. I was supposed to have my baby shower yesterday. And so that was really hard. You know, I tried to keep myself busy, but we're in a pandemic, so how do you keep yourself busy? So I don't know, I just try to like occupy myself so I wasn't thinking about it. We did postpone it, but I just am not feeling confident that we'll be able to have an in-person shower then either. And it makes it really hard because I've been having this like strong desire to nest and strong desire to get everything ready, and I am very much a planner as it is, not pregnant. So then having this nesting and like wanting to get everything ready for the boys to come, and also being a planner, it's really hard having to delay my baby shower a few weeks because that delays getting everything ready for a few weeks. You know, if I could, I would install the car seats in the car right now, but we only have one. So it's been a struggle. Plus, I mean, like I've said before, I've dreamed about getting pregnant for 3 years. So not being able to have like that in-person shower that I've like dreamt about has been like kind of like grieving the loss of something that I've dreamed about for 3 years. But I think, you know, positives, like we've said before, is just we know that these boys are healthy. They are moving around like crazy. Yep. I think Anthony felt their hiccups for the first time.
That's cool.
Which was pretty cool. And Anthony's mom felt their hiccups.
Yeah.
And that was cool. And so knowing that they're good in there, that's very reassuring. And also the forced time together is really nice because it forces us to have that time that one-on-one time together before our lives are totally changed.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah. So I mean, and we're learning what it's like to be stuck in a house 24/7 with only each other.
Anthony doesn't like it very much. He's going crazy.
I'm a people person.
Oh my gosh, yes. I am very much like, okay, yeah, I could FaceTime you and that would be cool. And Anthony needs to like physically be around somebody. And so when he wakes up in the morning and just sees me, he's like, oh, I was hoping that maybe you could be someone else today.
Just for the day. I'll have you back next day. So.
I mean, he's working from home. You know, I'm his only in-person contact.
Yeah. It's great to be working, right? But like, I need people. I'm a people person, so that is hard. But other than that, it's been pretty good, and we're only a couple weeks away. So
it's crazy to think that they can be here in like 7 to 8 weeks.
Or sooner.
Or sooner. Gosh, hope not. This needs to clear up before these boys. Please.
But really appreciate you guys tuning in and listening. And we really hope that these are fun and exciting for you guys, especially for probably the parents that are going through this IVF that finally get to these videos. So hopefully it's good for you guys to kind of, be entertained. And if you guys have any comments or questions, leave them down in the comment box. We're pretty good about answering those. But otherwise, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our content. Hit the notification bell so you guys are alerted every time we come out with new content. We post a larger version of this show every Monday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Is there anything else you wanted to say? Nope.
I'm really hot.
Yeah, so we're going to go. Until next time. We'll see you guys later. Bye.